Hey there, what is going on? Welcome on back to the deeper dive. It is your host Luke, and today we are going to talk about Velo and some stuff that was pointed out to me, as well as what I have noticed about a possible tie to a Euro compliant stablecoin. If you are new here, please do subscribe and check out some of my other videos, as all of them have some amazing ties and all of them will help you be more convicted in the projects that I speak about. If you are unfamiliar with Velo, I recommend you go all the way back to my first videos and watch through some of these. But to get started, we can talk about this deal that was made in 2021, in which Velo, who was backed by CP Group, merged with stellar startup Interstellar in a 9-figure deal. So we're talking about $100 million plus. And looking at Interstellar's site, we can see what we do is Interstellar builds, consults, and integrates to deliver the business value of Stellar blockchain, specifically designed for international payments. And here we can see some use cases in which they say supporting Lightnet to become Asia's leading cross-border remittance network. And we know Lightnet is Velo Labs' sister company. As well, we can see Velo powering the world's premier federated credit exchange network. And then what I wanted to talk about specifically today is Tempo. Now you can see when I click this link, it fails to open the Tempo site. Now after looking into this, it was pointed out to me that if I looked up Tempo to their site, it would redirect me to Next Generation, ngpes.com, in which we can see they have the mission to enable an ecosystem where money moves freely. And in their solutions, they have the EuroF. And as they say, EuroF is designed for businesses, financial institutions, and Web3. EuroF is fully backed, MICA compliant, digital euro that empowers your business to scale, transact, and grow with confidence. Now, I'm fairly certain what happened here is that Tempo has officially became Next Generation. And through LinkedIn, I was able to identify multiple people who worked at Tempo and are now employees at Next Generation. Alongside that, they have the same job, and now they're just under this newer company, or potentially even just a rebrand. And as they say, EuroF will be available soon. But who exactly is Next Generation? Well, considering we know everything about Tempo, and I believe Next Generation is the new Tempo, they have all of those pre-existing ties that they already did. I even noticed on Next Generation's LinkedIn that we could see they mentioned DECTA. Now, DECTA is where the ties come together. Looking on DECTA's LinkedIn, we can see that they say they are a leading provider of comprehensive in-house payment infrastructure solutions, offering acquirer and issuer processing, white label payment gateway, and digital banking platform capabilities. Looking at DECTA's site, we can see that we have even more ties to companies that Velo and Lightnet have ties to as well, including Visa and MasterCard, as well as Alipay. And we can see that DECTA has over 2,000 customers and partners, 20 years of experience, 1 billion in transactions annually, and a 99.99% uptime. Then, luckily enough, I found this on DECTA's site about Next Generation. They say Next Generation, referring back to the company launching EuroF, and DECTA join forces to launch pan-European euro-pegged stablecoin. And this was back in August of 2024 that this was announced. And as we can see, since the EuroF would be deemed an electronic money token, these euro-pegged stablecoins can only be issued in the EU either by a credit institution or by an EMI. And for this reason, DECTA which is authorized by the Central Bank of Ireland as an EMI, may be a potential issuer of a euro-pegged stablecoin. And then scrolling down, I noticed this about Next Generation. They say Next Generation is a fintech company based in France, founded in May 2024, and it is a 100% subsidiary of a privately owned UK-based eVentures, which is the major stakeholder in the French fintech Tempo France. So there we have the ties between Tempo and Next Generation being laid out clearly for us. And then they go on to say Tempo France is well known for being a European anchor of Stellar blockchain and developing over 100 modern payment methods in over 100 countries. Funny enough, in my research looking to find out about UK-based eVentures, I found Headline, and Headline was previously eVentures. Now, what is curious about this? In their investments, we can see Kaysure, which we know Lightnet is partners with Kaysure. As well, we can see on their main site, they point out Yaka, which Yaka is another Lightnet partner right there. So, considering all of these ties, and considering the fact that CP Group merged with Stellar in a 9-figure deal, how deep can VELO's ties run between Interstellar, Next Generation, Tempo, and even the Euro F that Next Generation is issuing soon? I personally do not think a 9-figure deal is going to lead to nothing. So is it possible that VELO will be the intermediary between Euro F and a bunch of other stablecoins? I definitely think this is a possibility, even with the chance that VELO could be part of the backing for the Euro F or other stablecoins that are launched within this network on Stellar. I found it very interesting to see how Tempo has sort of transitioned to NGPES, and how DECTA has the ties, and DECTA brings in over 2,000 customers and partners alongside their licensing and over 1 billion in transactions annually. Considering all of these things, and considering how much money has been spent on VELO, on Lightnet, and how deep these ties have ran for years now, I think that VELO is going to play a much larger role in this space. So let me know what you guys think about any of this down below. I think that the ties between all of it is very interesting, and I wanted to share this with you guys, especially considering stablecoins are next up and regulations for stablecoins are launching pretty much everywhere. So as we know, Lightnet already works with the Bank of Thailand using USDC, the stablecoin, for people in Thailand. Now, considering that, and considering that Next Generation has been building Euro rails, how much more can we ask for truly if all of these are going to connect? And based on the level of secretism behind Next Generation, I think that this is pointing towards what we want, especially considering Euro F is going to be launched on Stellar. I've heard lots of talk about how Ripple has over 1,700 institutional partners, but nobody talks about how Next Generation is launching a Euro-compliant stablecoin that could then be tapped onto by over 2,000 customers and partners just through DECTA, which offers infrastructure. So let me know what you guys think about any of this down below. I do hope that you enjoyed these ties. I think it's very interesting to see what is going on this back end while the rails are being made. I'm bullish on VELO. I'm still bullish on IXS. I'm bullish on XLM. I'm bullish on SHX. During this time, not financial advice, but I would be accumulating on any downside that we get in terms of price. This space as a whole is not going anywhere, so choosing the correct picks and continuing to stay updated on its information while noticing how much of a key role they will play is essentially all that we can do here in the meantime. With that being said, please do let me know what you think down below. Hit the like button, subscribe. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.